So in today's day and age, bro, today's world, everybody is so negative, bro. The whole world is just negative, bro. It's so hard to find positivity in today's day and age, bro. Um, Everybody's just so negative. So I basically just wanted to tell you guys that you can do anything in life that you want to do as long as you put your mind to it, bro. If you put your mind to anything, bro, there's no limitations on what you can do in life. There's no limitations on what you can do. In today's world, bro, they push on you that you need to go to school. You need to go to college. You ain't gonna be successful unless you go get some type of degree. You know what I mean? So it's like they tell you, if you don't go to college, you ain't gonna be successful. And bro, I'm just here to tell y'all that is baloney. Baloney, bro. And I feel like this is something that I can honestly speak on. Because, bro, if I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, I don't even have a high school diploma. You know what I mean? I didn't even finish high school. You know what I mean? And I know more about the real world. I know more about money. I know more about investing than the average person that's coming out of college. So you tell me how messed up that is, bro. You spending all your time, all your money, you know what I mean, going to a college or going to some type of school that is supposed to teach you and prepare you. You know what I mean? But they don't teach you in school about the real world. They don't teach you in school about money. They don't teach you in school about how to make a budget and stick to it. They don't teach you in school that the main thing that's going to make you successful in life, one of the main things, is just being disciplined. And they tell you, you got to go to college, you got to go to school, you got to go to college to be able to learn something. And that's not the case, bro. Like I say, in today's day and world, bro, in today's world, there is so much technology out in today's world. Bro, I can hop on YouTube and YouTube can teach me more than a schoolhouse will. You know what I mean? And like I say, I feel like I can speak on this because I don't even have a high school diploma. But yet I got a wife, I got 2 kids, and what was it, about 3 years ago, bro, I moved Granny in with me. So I got 5 people that's living in my house that are depending on me. And I don't even have a high school diploma. But yet they're taken care of. They got clothes on their back. They got food in their stomach. They got heat when it's cold. They got AC when it's hot. They don't want for nothing. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can speak on this from a personal experience because I didn't even graduate high school, bro. So don't let nobody in this world tell you that you can't be nobody if you don't go get some type of education. And what I mean by that, some type of education, I mean, don't let nobody tell you you can't do nothing if you don't go to a schoolhouse and sit down and learn. Because the reality is, they're not teaching you what you need to know in school to be successful in life. You know what I mean? People get out of college and don't know what in the world they're going to do. They have no clue about money. They have no clue on how to sit down and grab a pen or a pencil and write down your expenses. You know what I mean? They don't teach you in school how to sit down and write where you want to be in life, what you want to do in life, what you want to accomplish in life. You know what I mean? They don't teach you about credit. They don't teach you about when you're going to go out and buy a house, the process of that. You know what I mean? So what's the point in school if they're not going to teach you what you need to be knowing? Now, with that being said, I'm not saying that school or education or college is completely useful. That's not what I'm saying, bro. There are certain things in life that if you want to do, you have to take those steps. You know what I mean? You got to go to college. You got to go get that education. You want to be a doctor? You're going to have to go to college, bro. You need to learn the whole human anatomy. Step by step. You need to know every body part that's on a human. There's courses that you have to take to get certified to become a doctor. You know what I mean? So I get it. There are certain things that you have to go to college for, bro. But your average American, like me, we don't need that. So for somebody to come around and tell me I've got to go to school or I got to go to college to make something of myself. No, bro. No. It all depends on what you want to do. And most of the things in life that you want to do, you ain't got to go to school to learn it. Especially in today's world, bro. I mean, honestly, if you name one thing that you want to learn, 9 times out of 10, you can pull out your phone, hit the YouTube button, and search and study and research everything you want to know. And that YouTube video is going to teach you more than what school will. Because somebody on a YouTube video probably has real life experience on what in the world's going on. School is a system that they have got us stuck in, bro. And they got you making you feel like you need school. Now, education is very important. We don't need a whole bunch of dumb idiots walking around in the world. So education is a good thing. You need to be constantly learning. Every single day you need to be trying to better yourself. Every single day you need to be trying to learn something new or improve what you already know. So education is important. So do not get it twisted, bro. I'm not saying that you can't just go through life and not learn nothing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the schoolhouse and the college institution are not freaking teaching you what you need to know to be successful in life. So you have to depend on somebody. That is the whole system, bro. The whole system. They want you to be dependent on somebody else and get you stuck in that cycle. And what's even more crazy about it, bro, you don't even need a high school diploma to go out and start a business, whatever it may be. What you do need is education of some sort, whatever it is you're trying to do. You need to learn about that certain subject. You know what I mean? So you have to constantly be learning. You need personal experience in whatever it is you want to do. Personal experience beats anything. You know what I mean? Hands-on training teaches you more than what a book will. For me, at least. And I'm not saying books are useless. Books are very great. But for me personally, I learn better when I'm hands-on. When I'm physically doing what it is that I want to do. You know what I mean? So you do need to educate yourself. And you need to educate yourself on the stuff that these schoolhouses and these colleges ain't gonna teach you, bro. It's on us. It's our responsibility to know what we need to know in order to be able to go do what we want to do. There's no excuse, bro. No excuse. In today's technology, there is no excuse for you not going out and doing the thing you want to do. No excuse. And like I was saying earlier, bro, People cannot tell me. They cannot tell me that you have to go to school, you have to go to college to be successful. I have not even completed a high school diploma. I ain't even got no high school diploma. The highest grade I've been to was 10th grade, bro. And I'm just like, what in the world? What's the point in all this? What's the point in all this? You know what I mean? I haven't used algebra. I haven't used chemistry. I haven't used biology. You know what I mean? Now, there are certain things in life that you do need to know those things. But for the average person, bro, everything you need to know is on the internet. Think about it. Why in the world is these schools not teaching you about money? Think about it. Why are these schools not teaching you about investing? Why are these schools not telling you, if you do not invest your money during your lifetime, you are going to be broke? Why do they not tell you, if you don't invest your money, if you don't use your money to make more money, you're going to be living off of Social Security? And we all know what Social Security does. It won't even pay half your bills. And they expect you to live off of that. It's a system, bro. It's a system. And they got everybody stuck in this system. You got to go to college to be successful. You got to go to school to be somebody. That's horse crap, bro. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. That's horse crap. I do not have a high school diploma. You know what I mean? I bought a house when I was 23 years old. 23 years old. You know what I mean? I bought a house. And it ain't nothing fancy. It's not a big old mansion. You know what I mean? But I got a roof over my head, clothes on my back, and food on my stomach. And my family is taken care of. And they are being taken care of by somebody who does not have a high school diploma. When I went to go get my house, when I started the process to get my house, they did not ask me about my education level whatsoever. They didn't ask me about that. They wanted to know how good my credit was, which they don't teach you in school. They want to know how much money you're making. They want to know how long you've been at that job. And they want to know if you're going to pay your bills, if you're going to make that monthly payment. None of that requires school, bro. None of it. So do not let nobody in this lifetime tell you you can't go out there and be somebody because you don't want to go to school. You don't want to go to college. You don't want to do that. That's not for me. That is perfectly fine, bro. Don't let nobody tell you you can't go do something. Go out there and use that as motivation, bro. Go out there and prove them wrong. That's what I'm doing. Bro, you know how many times I was told I'm never going to amount to anything? I'm never going to accomplish anything in life? I didn't finish school, so I'm a quitter. I don't finish things. I don't follow through with things. You know what I mean? You know how many times I've been told that? And by the very people that told me that, bro, I'm doing better than they are. I'm doing better than they are. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So I'm trying to put out some positivity to you guys. I'm trying to tell you guys it's going to be okay if you don't want to go to school. It's okay if you don't go to college. It's okay. But you do need to be willing to learn. You do need to be willing to educate yourself. You do need to be always trying to improve your skills. Whatever the case may be. I can be 60 years old, bro, and I'm still going to be trying to learn something. Always be willing to learn. You need to mature your mind. You need to expand your mind. You need to grow your mind. That is what's going to make you successful. What's in here is going to make you successful. Not some type of diploma or some type of education. Not no diploma or not no type of school. I don't care if you go to Harvard. I do not care. Most of the world does not care if you went to Harvard. Most of us can't afford to go to Harvard. But they push you on that. They tell you to go to school. Because they want you stuck in that system. They want you stuck in that cycle. No, bro. Now, if what you want to do requires school, I'm not saying don't go do it. I'm saying if you got something you want to do in life, and it requires you to be able to go to school, it requires you to have to go to school, or to college, or to get some type of degree, whatever the case may be, go do it. If that is what you want to do with your life, go do it. You can do it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. But if you have dreams, goals, visions of something that you want to do that you ain't got to go to school for, you can still do it. Believe in yourself, bro. Be positive. Tell yourself you can do it. Every single day, put forth an effort to reach that goal. Whether it be 5, 10, 20 minutes a day, just put in that effort. A little bit of time each day compounds throughout the rest of your life, bro. That little bit of learning every single day will compound like crazy by the time you get old and wise. It will compound like crazy by the time you're in your 50s and 60s. You're going to have so much knowledge and wisdom, bro. Always be willing to learn something. But if I could end with anything, bro, what I would tell you guys is whatever it is in life y'all want to do, wherever it is you are in life, whatever the case may be, bro, be thankful that you woke up this morning. Be thankful that the Lord has given you breath in your lungs. Be thankful. Because if the Lord woke you up this morning, bro, that means there's still opportunity out there. And that means that there's something that the Lord has planned for you that you have not yet done. He still has plans for you, bro. So if you woke up this morning, be thankful that you woke up. Develop the mindset that I can go out here and do anything. If God is with me, who can be against me? If God is with me, who in the world, in this world, can be against me, bro? But that's really it, man, y'all. If y'all got any type of value, anything out of this video, man, make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, bro. And we'll catch y'all guys in the next one. Peace.